kidnapped, raped, abducted. But the women don't tell it as a story of bravery or of martyrdom. The women tell it as a story of no choice. One of the women whom we spoke to, this is what she told us.
Hindus threw their young daughters into wells, dug trenches and buried them alive. Some were burnt to death, some were made to touch electric wires to prevent the Muslims from touching them. The Muslims used to announce that they would take away our daughters. They would force their way into homes and pick up young girls and women. We saw many who had been raped and disfigured, their faces and breasts scarred and then abandoned. They had tooth marks all over them. Their families said, how can we keep them now, saying it would have been better if they hadn't been born. Oh gosh, Ritu.
It could be Muslims who were taken by Sikhs and Hindus. It could be Hindus who were taken by Muslims. I mean, it was a cross-community. And the stories that you hear, you think are particular to a village perhaps or a family, but then when you hear of them again and again and again, you realize that's not the case. They're particular to women.
Just listening to you, it's making my blood boil. It makes me think that if you were a cow this time, you would have more of a chance of surviving.
Probably did.
I mean, this is only 2 generations ago.
Ritu has been researching what happened to Sant Singh's family during partition and has unearthed a document with information about them.
This is something from the army archives. I think your grandfather was in the army. Take a look.
Okay. Wife. Oh, we've got her name. Oh, wow. I'm doing a lot of crying, aren't I? Right, so Balbir Kaur is my nan, so that's my nanny. And Pritam Kaur was his first wife. And it says, died due to Pakistan disturbances. So then her name's crossed out. So this must be, oh gosh, it's got her birthday, 1st of the 7th, 1922. Yeah. This is incredible. So his father, Dera Ram, it's everyone's birthday, born in 1880. Rajpal Singh, 1937. His son, his first son. So this is Pritham's son. And then it says daughters. Who's Mahindra? 1941. She had a daughter.
Yes, it seems they had a daughter as well.
No one knew that. Nobody in my family, nobody talks about a daughter.
But they talk about the son.
They talk about the son.
Well, perhaps she died with the mother. She would have been quite young, I think. What's the date?
41, so she was 6,
about 6 or 7.
Yeah. So he had a daughter, as well as a son.
Although the document does not reveal how Mahindra died, Anita now has proof that her grandfather's first wife, Pritam Kaur, was one of the hundreds of thousands of women who perished during partition.
There's just so much going on in my head. To find out Pritam Kaur's name, it's really important. I know her name, and I know she had a son, and I know she had a daughter. Nobody talks about my grandfather having 2 children. They talk about a son, and they don't talk about a daughter. He had a daughter. Mahindra was her name. And now to come and discover just how brutal and barbaric partition was, and how little power women had at that time. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's changed me. I feel like it's made whatever was going on in the pit of my stomach, it's turned it into a rock. If that makes any sense. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I know that this moment has changed who I am.
Anita has come to the Golden Temple in Amritsar, the holiest shrine in the Sikh world, and a place where her grandfather Sant often came to pray.
I've heard so much that I wasn't expecting to hear on this journey, so much that's really shocked me to the core. And I'm just trying to process it all. I'm trying to come to terms with what Sant Singh, my grandfather, went through. He lost his entire family in partition. He had nobody. He had no mother, no father, no wife. He lost 2 children. He was totally alone. I'm not surprised that my grandfather didn't talk about his life before he married my grandmother. No wonder that generation just didn't talk about it. How can you? Where do you even start? But now that I've got this knowledge, now that I've learned what I've learned, I have to talk to his children about it.